So sometime last year, I was talking about characters making the dumbest has decision. I think it was for, yeah, it was definitely Jace. It was definitely Jace. And then someone commented and I was like, do you know what? You could totally make this into a video, because I kept insisting that based on the dumb decisions Jace was taking, that the book should have been renamed the Book of Dumb Decisions. And they were like, oh, you should totally make that into a video. And I'm like, oh my god, I could totally do this, because there are so many books I have and I have read where characters were so dumb. I'm like, we should rename the Book of Dumb Decisions. And surprise, surprise, I was able to get 5 books. I'm going to make this into like a part video. So like, this is part 1. Eventually when I have another 5, I'm going to do a part 2, and I'll just keep going and going, because characters keep making dumb decisions in books. It is sad. But here is the very first part of a series I would call the Books of Dumb Decisions. And to kick things off, I'm going to talk about the one book that was the inspiration behind this entire series, and that is City of Fallen Angels by Cassandra Clare. This is the 4th book in the Mortal Instruments series, although the way in which the series is told, technically we would say that this is the start of the 2nd trilogy in the series, because it's a 6-book series, right? But I do think that the way in which Cassandra Clare wrote the book, the 1st trilogy ended successfully with City of Glass, and then City of Fallen Angels starts the 2nd trilogy in the series. And I'm not gonna lie, this book is just a book of dumb decisions. I'm not going to go into that much details, but I would state now that to further explain my points, this video is going to be spoiler heavy. So if it is that you've not read any of these books, you might want to skip it. If not, the minute I hold up the book, you might want to mute it, and like, if it's a book you intend to read, you might want to mute that particular video until I'm done, and then like listen to the rest of it. But anyway, starting with City of Fallen Angels, because see, the whole premise of this book is that Jace is obsessing over something. He can't sleep. He has these visions. He has blocks of his memory that he cannot remember. Turns out that this dumber, see, at the end of City of Glass, he died. And Clary uses the one wish from the angel, one wish, not to end world hunger or to make sure that war never happens again, but instead she uses this to bring back her boyfriend, which is understandable because she's a teenager, they are young and they're in love. But see, here is where things get really dumb. You would think that one of the greatest shadow hunters of his age, who is known to be both strong, really strong, and also really smart in shadow hunters matters, would be aware of the fact that when you bring a shadow hunter back to life, something else has to happen, right? So let's even say that, oh, it's in really ancient text, and so new shadow hunters don't know that there are certain set of runes that are placed on them as they are born to ensure that they are not possessed. But you would think that when this thing started to happen, when these occurrences he couldn't explain away started to happen, smart Jace, Wayland, Lightwood, Enondale would have the fucking sense to be like, hold up, something is off. No, it has to be Clary, the young one, the young newest shadow hunters to the group. It has to be Clary telling him that, are you sure it's not a possession? Before you're costing him that holy shit is a possession, and by that time it's of course too late. But basically this entire premise of this book would not have happened. This book would not have happened if Jace had not been a dumbass. So that is how you know that this book definitely deserves to be the book of dumb decisions, because if he had not been so fucking stupid, City of Fallen Angels would not have had anything. Like, I'm happy we saw Lilith though, but dumb decision, dumb. The second book on the list would be Viper by Bex Organ. See, this is a pirate book, and you would assume that as a pirate book, it would have so many things. I would love it because I love pirate stories. And then these are not just any type of pirates, these are assassin pirates. They're like elite pirates that basically kill anybody that the king once killed. So there are so many. I love pirates, I love assassins, you all know that. So you would think that this book would be double love, but no. Here we have a pirate assassin who decides to never kill anybody. Like, she legitimately is taking the Hippocratic Oath right on a pirate ship. And if that was not dumb enough, she realizes that her father, who is the Viper, basically the head of the pirate, whatever, she realizes that her Viper father is an asshole and is a sadist and is killing indiscriminately, and it needs to be stopped. And she's like, I will be the one to stop him. And she intends to stop him by not killing him. Please, let me once again stress that this book is about pirate assassins. And the Viper, who is the leader of the pirates, is the most bloodthirsty, the most vicious of them all, who clearly has shown that he has no fondness for his daughter, who he believes is weak because he refuses to kill. This Viper, this stupid ass girl, what's her name again? Marianne? Is it Marianne? What's her name? Yeah, Marianne. This stupid ass girl, Marianne, legitimately thinks that she's going to defeat the Viper, her father, the sadist, the murdering scumbag. She believes she's going to be able to defeat him without killing him, and spends the entirety of the book not wanting to. And then the way she kills Marianne, I'm just like, dumb, so fucking dumb. You cannot be a pirate assassin on a pirate assassin ship who wants to dethrone the current pirate assassin by what? Loving him to death. What the fuck? Talk about dumb. Absolute dumbass. The dumbness, the dumbassery in this book has no limit. Dumb. Fucking dumb. The third book on the list, which I'm certain a lot of you will come for me and come for my neck, but I reached the point where I'm like, we have to be honest. Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Ngan. What can I say? See, when it is that a particular group has been making plans to overthrow a demon king, a murdering, psychopathic, rapist demon king, you would think that they would, I don't know, be really particular about making sure that they do not miss their chance, because they have been planning this thing for decades. What happens when it is that the trained assassin that they've been training to enter the king's harem as a concubine, and then eventually taking the opportunity to kill him? What happens when that assassin has to be taken out of the harem and so they cannot strike? What do you think this group that has been planning for decades to take down this king, what do you think that they do? They bring on the unskilled, untried, absolutely not assassin concubine that they meet. Like, I love Lei and Ren as girlfriends, but let's be real, Ren is the killer, Lei is not. And the fact that you've been planning something for decades and you think that, oh yes, also, why would people who know that they have only one shot at killing the king, why would they only have one game plan? What happened to having 2, 3, 4 options just in case one of them fails? Why would you rest all your eggs in one basket when you know you have only one chance to kill this murdering demon king? Like, it made no sense. This was the dumbest decision to ever dumb. I remember reading it and I'm like, you're seriously going to put Lei, who is untested and untried, to kill the demon king? And then surprise, surprise, of course, I've already told you guys that this is going to be spoiler heavy, but surprise, surprise, of course the demon king does not die. The minute she stabbed him, and I was just like, he's not gonna die. I can bet that he's not gonna die. And of course he does not die, because I kid you not, any assassin worth their salt would be strike him in a pivotal region and then cut off his damn head, because that is the only way. We all know that that is the only way to make sure that somebody that you want dead stays dead. So of course he's alive. And I have the second book, Girls of Storm and Shadow. I pre-ordered it when it was announced. I would probably read it soon, but I am not looking forward to it because I just know that there will be more stupidity and dumbassery in the future. So I need to be in the right frame of mind to pick it up, but I will pick it up soon. But yeah, definitely dumbassery, stupidity. Another book that I will consider the book of dumb decision, yeah, Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi. I I have an in-depth review of this book. I'm going to leave it in the description bar. You can check it out. But if you've watched that video, you already know my thoughts about this book. Like, this book was filled with so many characters making dumb decisions. From Inan, who once again was still stupidly allowing somebody else to guide him, only for him to realize at the end that, oh my god, she's more horrific. And I'm like, yeah, you had this realization with your father. You keep having the same realization every goddamn book. What the fuck are you fucking dumb? Of course it's fucking dumb. And then you have another person who makes dumb decisions, has to be Amari. Amari's level of stupidity in this book, like, you already established that your father is an egocentric, mass murdering asshole. So the reason why you think that following any decisions he would have taken is the right thing to do, just, I don't understand it. It reeks of total, complete, absolute character stupidity. I am still offended about those decisions that she took. Like, tell me, how on earth do you think it makes sense in any way for you to commit mass genocide in order to save people? What is this, Game of Thrones season 8? You are not Daenerys, whose character was totally and completely massacred to fulfill the fantasy of two dumbass idiots who should not be showrunners, should not be writers, who have no idea of characterization. You are fucking Amari. What the fuck? Like, the amount of stupidity that the character of Amari displayed in this book was just, it was headache inducing. I still haven't recovered. I'm still over here saying, what the actual fuck? Really? And then you have Zelie, who kept making dumb decisions. I do not trust Inan, so I'm not going to accept the peace offering, which is understandable. But then again, you also realize that Amari is liaising with her brother, and sure, she's still your friend, but by the time you realize that Amari was basically dumb enough to force your people to go into a war you think that they should not even bother going into a war with, you would think that she'd be smart enough to be like, hey, by the way, this person that you all solely trust, she's kind of the reason why a lot of our people are dead right now. You would think that she would, I don't know, you would think that she would say that, but Zelie was really dumb in this book. So yeah, another book of dumb decisions, and just, it's enough to pull my hair out. Talk about dumb. And then finally, the last book of dumb decisions on this list has to be The Last Duty by Isidore Okpewo. I read this book when I was 14, and to show you, it's been almost 16 years, and I still have not forgotten the dumbassery that is this book, so you understand how much I am affected. You see, it's all about this guy that goes to war, or rather is inscripted to go to war, because it was set during the time of the Nigerian Civil War, which did take place between 1967 and 1970. It's Nigerian history. Basically, he's forced to go into war. How is he conscripted to go into war? His neighbor, who apparently is jealous of him, and who also believes that he wants to one up this guy by sleeping with his wife, basically finds a way to get the guy posted somewhere far away. And then for the months when the guy is gone, he basically tries manipulating the guy's wife to get her to be dependent on him so that he can eventually sleep with her. But she ends up sleeping with somebody else, who is this other guy with disabilities in their village. And the almost rapist is so pissed that the woman that he has been trying to box into a corner so that she will have no choice but to sleep with him, he's so offended that she will choose somebody, and not just somebody else but someone with disabilities, that he waits, and when the husband returns, basically tells the husband that, oh, your wife slept with this person. And here is the best part: the husband is so humiliated, not that, oh, his wife was basically trapped in a sad, unforgiving situation. No, he's humiliated that she slept with somebody with disabilities, and he walks into friendly fire and gets shot. And that is the end of this book. His pride is so wounded that he commits suicide and leaves his wife and his kid alone during the time of a war. Character stupidity, anybody? Epicness, the highest, the most dumbest, absolute dumbest to ever dumb is the guy in The Last Duty by Isidore Okpewo. So yeah, those are 5 books. Those are the 5 books of dumb decisions that I decided to talk about today. Let me know what are some books that had the dumbest character decisions. Be specific. Please drop them down in the comments down below. Let us just rant about characters being stupid in books. Let us rant about it down in the comments down below. If you like this video, please do not forget to give it a big thumbs up. Check out my other videos, subscribe if you want to, and if you do, click on that notification bell so you can know the minute I have a new video go up. I make new videos every Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I'll see you soon. Until then, stay passionate, love books, love yourself. Bye.